What's good, everybody? Stupid Number 7 here, and welcome to another tier list video. We finished the typing tier list videos finally, and time to move on to something new. So today I'm bringing you a shorter tier list. I don't expect this video to be too crazy long. I'm bringing you the most accurate Eeveelution tier list. As always, this is the most accurate Eeveelution tier list. All of the tier lists are in fact wrong. If you're new to the tier list series as a whole, we have our slots here. It goes goated, super good, okay, meh, and trash. And yeah, I'll just get right into the tier list. Little known fact about the Eeveelutions, they all have 525 base stats and they're all good at certain things. Flareon, our first one up on the list, I'm gonna say it's super good. Vaporeon specializes in physical attack and special defense. Doesn't have the craziest move pool. Gets Fire Fang, gets Flamethrower, gets, I believe it gets Wish, if I'm not mistaken. No, I don't think it gets Wish. But overall, just not the best. It's a good mon, don't get me wrong. It has 130 attack. It's a good mon. But you know what I mean? Like, it's good for a casual playthrough, really good for casual playthrough. But for competitive use, there's a lot more versatile fire types you want to get, especially if you're using Eeveelutions. There's a bunch of Eeveelutions that if you're wanting to hit hard, that hit way harder and have a better moveset, that better depicts that. But Flareon, still really like Flareon, is going in stupid good. Except it's Jolteon. Jolteon, special attack is 110, speed is 130. I'm gonna say it's stupid good too. I'm gonna say it's stupid good. I think in terms of like design wise, I think of the three, Jolteon's my least favorite. But because it actually had stats that represent its move pool that benefited and such so crazy goddamn fast, I had to put it ahead of Flareon. It gets Thunderbolt, gets Thunder, gets Discharge, gets any of the specially attack electric type moves that you can think of. Its stats represent what moves it can learn. The best physical fire type move that Flareon can learn is Fire Fang, and that's it. Everything else is special. It's not specially attacking, it's more physical. So Jolteon better depicts its typing, and again, it's crazy fast. There are teams that use Jolteon, but again, I'm putting in stupid good because it hits hard and its move pool better suit its stats. Up next, we got Vaporeon, 110 HP. I think it's 130 HP stat, 110 special attack stat. Vaporeon's goated. And let me tell you something. I hate the Vaporeon meme so goddamn much, and let me tell you why. The Vaporeon meme has ruined the fact that Vaporeon is my favorite Eeveelution, okay? Vaporeon's always been my favorite Eeveelution, and now whenever I say that, people's immediate thought is, oh, you wanna fuck it. No, I don't wanna fuck it. Vaporeon's cool. It's super bulky. It gets Water Pulse. It gets Hydro Pump. It gets Wish. It gets I don't think it gets Bulk Up, but it gets so much shit. It gets Aqua Ring. It doesn't fucking die. It tanks hits like a goddamn champ. Hits like a motherfucking truck, and I love it. It's just I really like the ocean as a whole. It's like water type's one of my favorite typings, and it's just man. I love Vaporeon, it's my favorite Eeveelution, but goddammit, that meme has ruined it. Umbreon, the defensive one, 130 physical defense, 110 special defense. I'm about to put Umbreon in goated, because again, just like Vaporeon, this thing actually doesn't fucking die. It gets Wish, it gets Baton Pass, Dark Pulse, Crunch, because honestly, its attack and special attack stats are both pretty much the same, so it doesn't matter if you want to run physical or special. This thing actually doesn't fucking die, and it's the poster child for Stallmons, okay? The poster child for Stallmons. Super annoying to face against, but extremely funny to use because it pisses your opponent off. So I have to put it in goated. Next up, it's Espeon. 110 speed, 130 special attack. I'm gonna put this one in goated too. It hits too hard. You put choice specs on this thing, nothing is surviving. Psychic, Psy-Wave. If you didn't want to put choice specs on it, I'm pretty sure this thing gets Calm Mind. You can put Dazzling Gleam on this thing. You can put Moonbeam on this thing. It hits so hard. Choice specs, Espeon, nothing's living. Unless it resists Psychic/Fairy, even then, especially Psychic, nothing's living choice specs Espeon. That's just a fact. That's just, it's a hard set in stone fact that people need to understand. Nothing is living. It is horrifying what this thing can do. Leafeon, the physical of the physical evolutions. 110 attack, 130 physical defense. It's okay. It's an okay mon. I'm just gonna say it. Leafeon is a okay evolution. Again, it hits like a truck, but I mean it's pure grass, so it's got a decent amount of weaknesses. Defenses aren't really, unless it's physical defense, but even then, there's so many things that can take out a Leafeon that are super effective. And even if it's not stabbed, there's a bunch of Pokemon that just get fire moves, that just get ice moves, that aren't even those typings. So I'm gonna put it in okay. It's still a really great mon. Don't be wrong, all the evolutions are great, but it's just an okay evolution. Just okay. Glaceon, 110 defense, 130 special attack. I'm gonna say it, Glaceon's meh. I like its design and all, but Glaceon, my least favorite of the evolutions. Glaceon is a glass cannon. Don't get me wrong. I said this in my ice type tier list video. Ice types are just glass cannons. At the end of the day, yes, you can have a bulky ice type. Sometimes you can have an ice type that's a really good typing combination that can help it stay on the field longer. But mono ice type is a glass fucking cannon. You're weak to steel, you're weak to rock, you're weak to fighting, you're weak to fire. There's so many weaknesses that ice types have that it's just crazy. And the coverage that ice types do have, I would argue doesn't really help its weaknesses. It's good against dragon, good against flying, good against grass, and good against, good against ground. Those are the 4 typings that ice type is good against, none of which help. If there was a thing that's like, okay, yeah, ice is strong against steel because, you know, it can cause metal to rust. I could kind of argue that agreement. But nothing that this thing is strong against is worth having one on your team, where there are so many other ice types that are dual type that are much better, or even if they are glass cannon, they have more coverage, like Frostlass. Frostlass is ghost ice, so you get Ice Beam, you get Shadow Ball, you get, I'm 99% sure it gets Calm Mind. I don't think it does, but it gets more coverage than Glaceon. Not a bad mon overall, but the weakest of the evolutions, I think. And then finally, we have the special of the special evolutions. 110 special attack, 130 special defense. Sylveon is goated. Sylveon's my second favorite evolution. Sylveon, Fairy type carries this thing so hard. Fairy type is one of the most destructive typings in Pokemon. Second favorite typing. It hits like a goddamn truck. Everything Fairy typing is crazy bulky. Like, physical Fairy type mons don't really do all that much. There's some physical Fairy type mons that, you know, can do a lot, but they are so few and far between. If you're a Fairy, odds are you're especially attackative, you're especially bulky. This thing doesn't die. It hits like a truck. Dazzling Gleam, Calm Mind. You have Moonbeam. Pixelates this thing's ability. Pixelate, my G. Fucking normal into Fairy. Nothing is living. Sylveon with choice specs. Even if you want to say fuck the choice specs, Sylveon with Assault Vest, it takes lives. Sylveon with Life Orb takes lives. Sylveon, you could probably slap a choice band on this thing and it's still taking motherfucking lives. It's insane. And that is my evolution tier list. It's a little bit of a shorter tier list, but as always, this is the most accurate evolution type tier list. Evolution type? I've been doing typing tier lists for too long. This is the most accurate evolution tier list. All other evolution tier lists are in fact wrong. If you guys want to check out any of my other stuff, be sure to check out my second channel notification where I post all my non-Pokemon related content. Be sure to check out my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/SuperDub796, where I stream both Pokemon and non-Pokemon related content. And I just got affiliated. If you guys come out to the live stream and you want to show your support, thank you so fucking much. I really do appreciate it. If you want to check out my TikTok, SuperDub796 over on TikTok. I post anything I feel like. If you want to check out any of my garbage opinions, I have my Twitter before it explodes on itself, SuperDub796 over on Twitter. And finally, I have a Discord. If you want to check it out, post memes, we talk to it sometimes. It's a great time. Everything I just mentioned, including a playlist to all my other tier lists, will be linked in the description down below. So with that, I'm gonna get out here. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to hit that like button, comment on the video, make sure to hit that subscribe button, sub channel. Helps me as a whole. I'll see you guys in the next video. See ya.
Take bars, little man.